Hello everyone, I'm 𝗬𝗁𝗀 and today we are going to see why the Samsung Galaxy Watch is currently the best smartwatch in the world. First of all, you have Samsung's hardware and Google's software, the best possible combination. Which basically means that you now have a Google Play Store on your watch, which means you really have tons and tons of choice in terms of apps you install on this watch. And really, Google's Wear OS is the biggest platform for Android smartwatches. As soon as I heard Samsung move to Wear OS, I instantly knew I would buy this watch someday. And the day has finally come, so yeah. I'm here to tell you why it's amazing. Second thing is, this watch has everything. So this thing has a built-in GPS, it can measure your body fat and skeletal muscles, it can track your sleep and also oxygen level while you're sleeping. It can also record you snoring, which is not really useful, but it's here. It can measure your blood pressure, it can take an ECG reading, it can of course track your heart rate, it can measure your stress levels, it can measure oxygen in your blood, it can also track and record hundreds of different sports and activities. Of course, all those sports stuff is synced with Samsung Health app on your phone, which I used for years and I'm really familiar with it, so that's great. And we didn't even get to the smart part of this smartwatch, which is all the apps you can get. So for example, if because of built-in GPS you can use Google Maps to navigate around, you have a calculator, you have a voice recorder, you even have Google Pay support, so you can literally pay with your watch if you want. You can install Spotify, Shazam, even Samsung's Internet Explorer. Yes, you can even open YouTube video on this watch. You have Google Keep, Strava for tracking sports. You can also install some games. I even have a guitar tuner on this watch, and the list really goes on and on. I would have to sit here for a few hours just to go over everything you can do with this. So I've been using this watch for around a month and a half, and yeah, I can definitely say those sport activity tracking stuff is working really nicely. Heart rate is actually really precise as far as my measurements go. Sleep tracking has also been improved in a recent update, so Samsung is still trying to improve software on this watch. It has a few bugs here and there, but again, it will be improved. It's just the beginning for Wear OS 3. You also get Bixby on this watch. For now only Bixby, but in a future software update the Google Assistant will also come. But for basic stuff like setting a reminder or controlling the lights in your house, it works perfectly fine even with Bixby, so not really a huge complaint since I don't use it that often. And of course all that stuff is displayed on Samsung's colorful AMOLED display on this watch. It's really bright. Even on direct sunlight you can easily see everything on the watch. It also has this always on function, so you can have it always on if you want. It drains a ton of battery, but even with the always on display it can always get me through the day of use. Without always on display I could usually get about day and a half battery life, which is really not amazing. So one of my complaints with this watch is battery life. It's not bad, it always gets me through the day. Just keep in mind, if you get a smaller version of this watch, so this is 46mm, if you get a 42mm, yeah, you will get a smaller battery, so even worse battery life, so just keep that in mind. Speaking of different versions, this is Galaxy Watch Classic. You can also get a regular Galaxy Watch 4, which will set you back around $100 less than this for essentially exactly the same watch, just with a different design and without this rotating bezel. Anyways, I would highly recommend for most people to get the regular Galaxy Watch 4. I got the classic one because I am a watch person, I wear watch every day, so I really wanted something that looked like a regular analog watch, and the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic is exactly that. It looks and feels like a regular watch. And now for the second thing I don't like about this watch, it's the strap mechanism. So most Galaxy watches before used a 22mm strap. This one uses 20mm, and also 20mm straps look a little bit small on a watch like this. So Samsung designed this basically proprietary strap mechanism. So I don't know if you can see, but it is 20mm at top, but then it widens here. so it's really strange thing to do for a watch strap. Because of that stupid design, it can't really fold like a regular watch band. It just stays like this. It just looks and feels a little bit weird because it can't really fold. I don't know, I really don't see any benefits of this design. Samsung basically just made their straps proprietary, and I don't really like that. And also their straps are kind of expensive, so I don't really recommend buying them. You can get these cheap straps which are basically the same. They also have this Samsung's proprietary stuff. Or you can just put any regular 20mm watch strap on it. So yeah, I think this watch is absolutely amazing. It's definitely the best watch for Android phone, period. It's not perfect, but it will get better with updates. And I even think the price is really fair, especially for those regular Galaxy Watch 4 models. For this one I paid around $280, which is a lot of money for a watch. But if you consider that a nice regular analog watch can also cost around the same amount as this smartwatch, I think it's not that extreme. I mean, it's crazy to compare, but this is a nice stainless steel analog watch, and this is also a nice stainless steel smartwatch, and they cost roughly the same. So regular analog watches can get really expensive, so I don't think Samsung is asking too much for this. It is a lot of money, but for a right person, I think it's well worth it. I'm really happy with this watch. Also, I will not make any comparisons with Apple Watch, because Apple Watch you can only use on iPhones, and this you can only use on Android. So if you have Android, you will get this. If you have iPhone, you will get Apple Watch. That's it. No comparison needed, because you really can't choose. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you like it. If you want more videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments. And that's it. And I will see you in the next video really soon.